Hi, my name is Shivam, and you must have already heard that Firebase team has decided to shut down the Firebase Studio. So by March 22, 2027, Firebase Studio will be closed completely. But still, you can transfer your existing project from Firebase Studio to Google Antigravity and Google AI Studio. Also, this has not affected your Firebase backend as a service. That means your Google Cloud Store, your app hosting, it's still working as the same. So since last year, Firebase Studio has collected a lot of feedback from the developers and they have integrated in the Google AI Studio. That means Google AI Studio is actually replacing Firebase Studio, and you will see a lot of new features in Google AI Studio for the vibe coding. So this is a sample Flutter application that I am using to perform the export. Now this method is applicable if you are working on the React or Node projects too. So there are two ways. Either I can download this file as a zip file, or I can push this code to the GitHub repository. So to download as a zip file, select the Explorer option here, make sure the code is visible, click this empty space, select all, and make sure you unselect any build folder or node modules folders. They take lot of space and these are temporary folders. They will be recreated when you download and reuse your applications. So don't need that. Make sure you unselect it and then right click and click on zip and download. It will start the zip download. So the second method is to directly push the content to the github.com. So make sure you go to github.com and create a new account here and then create a new repository here. Click new. Type the new repository name, suppose my app Firebase Studio, and check choose visibility as private. Make sure, because if it's public then it is accessible to anyone on the internet, to make sure it is private, and then click on create. So this kind of empty repository is created. Now copy the link for the later use here. So to push the code on the GitHub, we are going to use this terminal. So click here and go to option terminal and type GitHub init first. I've already created. So after git init command, go to this panel, source control, click here, and you can see there are two options, stage changes and changes. So make sure click plus icon changes. So all the files will be moved from changes to the stage changes this way. And make sure if there is a build folder, add this in the git ignore file. This way, this folder will not be pushed to the GitHub. So like this, add this build and node modules folder in this git ignore file. So after all the files are in the stage changes, type a message in it or any message and click commit. So now after that, click the three dots, select remote, add remote, and paste the URL that we copied, this URL, and click add remote, enter. Provide a remote name, type origin, enter. And now click the three dots, select push, let it be okay. Refresh the page and then you can see that all the code has been pushed. Now this code is permanent in your GitHub account, and here you can maintain all your code history, and all the IDE like Antigravity, Android Studio or Cursor can download directly from this GitHub repo. Now we can close this Firebase Studio, we do not require this. Now extract all the content from the zip that you downloaded like this, or if you have used GitHub account, then click terminal here in the folder my app, git clone and paste the URL and click enter. This will download a new folder with all the code content that we just pushed in the GitHub. Now the first migration we are doing is with the Antigravity. So for that, go to Antigravity and download the latest version. Now the next step is to download the Node.js directly in your system. So you can click this button, select your operating system, and you can download the installer and install it on your PC. So after Node.js has been downloaded, run this command npm install -g firebase tool. This will install the Firebase CLI. So from Antigravity we can publish our application directly on the Firebase as a web application, or we can configure other Firebase features like authentication or database. After the Firebase CLI has been installed, run this command Firebase login. This way it will get authenticated and get access to your Firebase account. So my Firebase has already access to it. Now open the project in the Antigravity like this, and on the right side there is an agent window. There is your app selected, and type here add fbs-2-agy export, that is Firebase Studio to Antigravity export. Click enter. This will start the process to configure the Firebase Studio project into Antigravity project. When it is done, it will create a blueprint MD here. So this is the context for the Antigravity, that what this project is about, what is the technology, what are the dependencies, what are the screens are here. So Antigravity can work over this. Now from here on, you can use Antigravity implement feature or do any task from here now. Now if you were working on a web application and you need to publish your web on Firebase hosting, for that there is also an option. Suppose this is a React project, and in the agent you can type publish my app. So it will understand that this application is a web project, and it will start authenticating with the Firebase and publish it on the Firebase hosting. So the web application has been published with this link in this Firebase project. So previously we did Firebase login, and that's how it integrated with the Firebase project. Click on this link, and this is the same simple chat application that I deployed on the Firebase Studio. Now how to import your project in Replit account. For this, login into Replit account, select import, select GitHub account, then enter the same public repository that we created earlier and click on import. It will take 10 to 15 minutes for the first time build, and there you go, our web application is running. I am surprised that Replit supports Flutter Web. This is new for me, so that's good. Now how to import project in Bolt.new. Login into Bolt, select GitHub options, enter the public repository and click import. And that's it. This is the simplest way to import your React project in the Bolt. So how to migrate from Firebase Studio to Google AI Studio. So currently I did not find any solution. Even Firebase is saying that migration to Google AI Studio is coming soon. So they are migrating all the features from Firebase Studio to Google AI Studio, and soon it will be available. And most probably they are going to use this GitHub feature from the URL. That means Google AI Studio will fetch the latest codes from this GitHub account, because we can already see in the settings section, if we go here, there is already a GitHub integration. So we can push the code, but we cannot pull any new code right now. So most probably the new integration you will find here. So subscribe this channel, because any new updates come regarding migration to Google AI Studio, I will post video on this channel. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning. Bye.